Hi, Tony Selzo here. Great day for the Zipline. I've got another technology company. I tell you, I just keep uncovering them. The state of Indiana is really doing some amazing things. And now what we've got is a green play in the manufacturing side that is green for green, eco lighting. I've got Jeff Pignat on today. Jeff, give me what is eco lighting? How'd you guys get this started? What inspired this movement that you're on?
Well, Tony, I did it because I hoped one day you would call me up and see if I could be on your show.
Yeah,
so
right.
now that I've met all of my goals of life,
Check inbox, right?
check. We're
Bucket
done. Now we
list
can
set.
just die, right? So actually, about 8 years ago, I left the train company
Okay.
and had spent 24 years there. I'm a civil engineer out of Pitt
Mm-hmm.
and kind of resettled in Indiana because I needed to get a job. There wasn't one in Pittsburgh to be had then.
Sure.
So anyway, I spent my life there, and then I said I just had enough of the big stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to work for myself. And I left with another fella from Train, and we started Level Solutions, which was focused on HVAC projects. But shortly thereafter, a friend of mine brought a technology to me called induction lighting,
Okay.
and we looked at this thing and said, it can't be this easy. Here we are selling all these years. We're trying to sell chillers and air handling equipment and package rooftops to people like Simon and Lilly and so forth, just killing ourselves for 5%, And I said, you mean to tell me this product actually would make sense even if you didn't have a dime to pay for it? We should be able to do something with this. So we looked at the space and said, parking is an area that burns 24 hours a day. And this is the perfect type of light engine for low height, broad spread. So we looked at the parking space. We started by going to China and bringing in some products. And 4 out of 4 failures with major clients, Air Force, Lilly, two others where the products just were not functioning the way they said they would, nor would they warrant those. But we still liked the idea, so we decided that we would just make our own fixtures. And we went to Osram, Sylvania, met with them, and we liked their induction light source, and we incorporated that into our product that we designed. And fast forward, and over 100 projects later,
Wow.
we're one of the most recognizable names that focuses on parking. And we have major clients like the Indianapolis Airport has redid their lighting on their parking deck, to the whole campus of Ohio State that has 15 garages, to Texas A&M, to Charlotte Airport's new decks are all our lights. So we've gone all the way across the country with clients to relight their parking decks.
Now, Jeff, you said that you saw an opportunity, but when we were talking about prepping for the interview, you shared with me a really powerful why story that I think it really has a lot in common with what our why is. And even our tagline is lead with why. And when we're having this conversation, your basic philosophy for starting the company starts from where?
Are you talking about my faith to start it out?
Yeah.
So I write a lot too. So I've probably been published over 50 times on things. But one of the ones that I've gotten the most attention on was I'd written a commentary on global warming.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So here's my deal on global warming. Maybe this summarizes me personally and some of our philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
Is we're a Christian-based company, and we believe that the earth was created by God for our purposes. We think it's an arrogant concept to believe that we can destroy something that was made for our sustainability.
Right.
I witnessed that in Pittsburgh, a city that is now beautiful and clean, but when I was a child, could be quite dirty.
Right.
You'd go into Lake Erie and they'd, with a clipboard, ask you how you feel.
Yeah.
It shouldn't feel so good right now. The fish don't feel so good. How do you feel?
Right.
Well, cleaned itself up. It's a great fishing location. The city is beautiful. Of course, I live in Indianapolis now, which is also a beautiful city.
Mm-hmm.
But we've seen firsthand that our environment has a way to clean itself up. Of course, we have to be responsible to eliminate what we put into it. So my personal belief is that it's like this. When I rented my first apartment, I put $250 down as a security deposit. If I left the place in as good a shape as I bought it, or as I rented it, I get it all back. Right. So my life is this: if I can leave this earth as good or better than I came to it, then I get my security deposit back.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of our philosophy. If a project is green and it makes sense by its justification from the economics as well as the environment, then do the project for heaven's sake. And our products make that happen. We don't have a single project that we've ever done that took more than 5 years to pay it off. And that's all well within the warranty period that we offer. So any project that we do pays for itself within 5 years, and the proceeds long term are phenomenal because these are products that last 20 years.
Well, I think what's powerful about not only your story and your statement is that you've also taken it a step further. You know, you're not refusing economic responsibility or not making, you know, you're coming at it with the, hey, we're going to give you an option that's going to save green, you know, and go green at the same time. And you're giving them a solution in a way to do that where you're not preaching, but you're giving them a path to behave the way they should, right? And the value prop to talk to how we're going to reduce your total utility expense and how you're going to create a payback for here. And oh, by the way, you're going to reduce your demand on the you know, entire world. I mean, it's answering a lot of those things, but and it's helping share your story in a way that I think is powerful. And that's why I really wanted to come back to it. So is that what you're doing when you're coming at these facilities managers and you're looking at them and saying, are you presenting that ROI case and then showing them, you know, what they're going to get out of it?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. It's ROI all the time for us. So we'll do, we'll do anything from a photometric study because we want to return the facility we want it to be better than what they showed us. So a good example is if you look at the Indianapolis airport, here's the nation's first post 9/11 designed airport.
Right.
Beautiful airport, just recently voted one of the best airports in the United States. The parking garage used metal halide lighting in it. Mm-hmm. You got to wonder post 9/11 why that was the case, but it did anyway. Mm-hmm. We noticed over time the lighting depreciating inside the garage. We saw the colors shifting on the lights, so on the lamps, so forth. So we approached the airport and said, "Listen, we could save you." We predicted $186,000 a year in energy maintenance savings, and they did nothing initially. And then I saw a press release where they said that they were going to save something like $46,000 a year by shutting the top deck down and not plowing the remote areas. Wow. So I called them and I said, well, that's a great press release, but nowhere near as good as a press release it would have been. I'm saving $186,000 and keeping all services. Right. He said, well, prove it. So we went up and proved it. We put a demo in, designed a demo for them for, I think we ran it for about 6 to 8 months. And it did very well for them. They went out, they did a national bid. We ran into competitors from all over the country that we beat, face to face with here in our backyard even. Wow. Obviously, I wouldn't tell you the story if we didn't win it. So we did win it, and we relit a few years ago, and it's doing great. They love it. And that's just a typical story for us is our clients save a lot of money, and we can put on paper. It's a pretty easy math equation.
It's a great math equation. It's a great story. It's a great Indiana technology company doing some awesome things, and it's a great statement of faith. It's great to find another organization that represents what they're about and does it in a way that can win clients and serve and help green turn to green. Thanks so much.
Yeah, my pleasure.